we're going to talk about is people living above their means.
The problem with America isn't that we are just living above our means. The problem is that everything is more expensive. So I took a look at my own finances just to make sure I wasn't tripping. Sure, I could lower my 1 gig of internet every month down and save about 30, let's just say $40. Sure, I can get by without my Crunchyroll account and an extra $15 that I spend on Netflix, Disney, Hulu Plus, and ESPN. Sure, I don't need Apple Music. I can save $12 that I have with a family plan for me and my wife. Sure, I don't have to eat out as much, even though that cost is just going to go to the grocery bill, so there's no savings there. And sure, there's probably some miscellaneous things that I'm missing that I could save money on. I have a collection here. Sure, I don't have to collect my Funko Pops that are like $10 a piece. After doing all the math, it's somewhere around about $900 and something a year that I could save. Let's just double that, and I'll even round it out to $2,000 even. Ideally, what am I doing with that money? This is not life-changing money. This is $2,000. It won't even pay my rent for the month. This isn't even enough money to put a down payment on a house. I would need to save like that for 5 years to even think about buying a house. Now, mind you, I'm not enjoying life at this point. I'm going to work and coming home, and I can't even watch my favorite shows because I don't have a Crunchyroll, I don't have a Netflix, I don't have a Hulu, a ESPN account. I don't have any of that. My Wi-Fi is slower because I decided to save on that. I'm not eating out, and to have any type of savings on that, I will literally have to start eating like a dog. My meals would literally have these beans, vegetables, chicken, eggs, and ground beef for the rest of my life. So no, we are not living above our means. Everything is just more expensive. Sure, we can save money here and there, but it's not enough to take away the luxuries of life. You're not saving enough money for you to just magically be able to change your life. So can we just stop with this? But y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll see y'all in the next one.
Living above their means when they start complaining about the cost of things. Because when I got this apartment right here, clearly you can see it's a starter apartment. It's clearly not anything, not luxury at all. Look at the blinds. It's not luxury. Look at the closet. It's not luxury. You know what I paid? What does that say? Oh, $945 a month for a 1-bedroom. Y'all can see 2019 lease was ending in 2020. You want to know what that apartment goes for now? I don't know what it goes for now. Oh, almost $2,000. Oh, why don't we just follow the advice of a boomer? Why don't we just purchase a home? Even the small rinky-dink homes like this are going for $323,000. The gag is, as early as 2014, this home sold for $48,000. $48,000. And if you look in 2012, it sold for $39,000. They have the audacity to be charging $323,000. I'm not even going to talk about gas prices. I didn't even talk about groceries. These are literally the essentials. Just living. The living expenses are astronomical. But for some reason, y'all keep telling people that they're just living above their means. I remind you, this apartment is almost $2,000 and it's not a luxury apartment. Y'all want to hop into the comment section talking about, oh, well, I found an apartment that was $700 a month. As soon as you click on the reviews, you see roach infestation, rodent infestation, guns, shooting, weed, all of these things. People should not be subjected to that if they don't want to be subjected to that. If having a safe and clean place is living above your means, then hell, I'm going to live above my means.
This might be a hot take, but sometimes the best thing for your finances is living outside your means. Back in 2021, my husband and I got approved for this house for rent. And at the time, it just seemed like so expensive. The house was 4,200 square feet. It was the type of house that whenever you walk in, people would look around and say, wow, what do you do for work? His house was absolutely gorgeous. When we first saw the price, we were like, how are we going to afford it? And at the time, it was like $37.50 a month. Now we pay more for that for our mortgage. But at the time, it seemed like all the money in the world. And we just thought to ourselves, how are we going to afford this? We're already entrepreneurs, so the sky's the limit whenever it comes to how much we can make. So we didn't have traditional jobs. So we knew that we could make more money. Our backs were against the wall. You'll be amazed by what you realize you're capable of when your back is against the wall. Sometimes you got to be a small fish in a big pond in order to grow. Sometimes you got to live outside your means in order to expand your finances. And at that point, that was the best year we had had up until that point, and we keep having a better year every single year. This was our best year to date in 2025, and we own our house now. We pay even more than that. The point is, if you're always playing it safe, you'll never know what you're capable of, and you'll never know what God is capable of.
So that brings me back to the question. Are we living above our means? And if you ask me, I don't think that we living above our means, honestly. COVID took us down. Then after COVID, we was place. To be honest, we was just getting back to a decent place, and now we back at COVID prices or worse, I would say. The world is just still moving and the economy is still going. But the things that this president is doing and all the other stuff that's going on, I'm going to just blame it on him. I'm saying, because even with the tariffs and the gas and the data centers and all that, without them putting no type of legislation on it, it's getting ugly out here, man. And if you ain't got no money put up, or you're not really trying to further your career in any type of way, then honestly, I think that you in trouble. I would suggest that anybody would go and try to just do a little bit better, because if you don't, it's gonna be fucked up. And we all trying to find some type of happiness as we working and as we dealing with life just on a day-to-day basis, and it's getting harder and harder. You get a raise at work, your rent go up. So it's like, you get a raise at work, you get promoted, gas prices and stuff going up. So what's the real definition of living above your means? I feel like if you ain't at the Gucci store or doing something like that, then that's not living above your means. But if you doing stuff like that, then of course, you know what I'm saying? If you only got Chevy money and you buying a Porsche, then of course. But if you just trying to make yourself happy within this economy, now that's a whole different ball game, because we all just searching for some happiness. We go to work 5 days out the week, 8 hours out the day. It's tough, man. And some people even work more hours than that. That's just really being nice on some, well, we don't know. But that's messed up, man. We got to keep pushing.